Yes! Hello, everyone. Please tell me that the gremlins haven't got you today. This is a great, great, great day. It's a great day for the world. It's an amazing day for the United States of America. How are you? Can I get a yeah? Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Oh, can you believe it? Can you believe it? I'm back. Did you miss me? Come on, I know you're all laughing. I know you all feel fantastic. You say the audio video is good? And me, China, 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 China. What an amazing day. What an amazing day. What an amazing thing that just occurred yesterday. And I don't think that it can be understated. All right. You know, I've been, you've probably seen I've been on X all morning. And, you know, I got up this morning and I was like truly, you know, after being cancelled from Hollywood, after hearing all their nastiness for years and years and years, and then being ostracized and not that this is, not it's just me, it's like what they've done to other people, you know, what the liberals have done, what they've called you Nazis, which is the most despicable thing you could ever call someone, a racist, white supremacists. Oh, how are they going to deal with the fact that 54% of Latino men voted for Trump? Mike D. Thank you very much, Mike. 1776. Oh, I love that. I gotta love that. I gotta love it, Mike. I gotta love it. It's possibly the best number you could have put there. Apart from 47. 47's good too. 47, but 1776 is possibly the greatest. What's your guess on? Well, Mike is like, I want to know, right? He's like right in there. What's your guess on Harris's speech? Meaning conciliatory or insulting? She's not gonna turn around and say, you know what? I don't know. It just galls them to ever give it up. There'll be some kind of backhanded compliment. That's what it's going to be. But it is around happy hour, so she's going to want to get out and continue the day drinking. Look at this. All right. Margaret Riggle, long time coming, finally optimistic. Right? Right, Margaret? Finally optimistic. You know, let me go back to what I was saying before I was totally distracted by Mikey D and Margaret. Although it's great distractions to have. I'm just so stoked. I'm so stoked. But I woke up this morning, you know, I went to bed last night and I was kind of relieved. It's kind of a relief. Oh, here's another one. Honesty and truth, a pair character lovey-dovey eyes, buying red hearts in the air. We win. We win. And the world wins. This is a great thing. Like, everybody wins here. The loony lefties lose their minds, but that doesn't really make any difference, does it? Because they still win. They still get no more world wars. No more regional wars. They don't get that. They still get their taxes lowered. That's the funny thing when you see CNN there. The truth is, this is the greatest thing that could ever happen to those news networks because now they get to bitch and moan for another 4 years. But we're not buying it anymore. And I put this in my tweet earlier on, tweet, X, post, whatever, right? That Elon Musk says, you guys are The media now. I'm not saying that somebody else has been saying that for some time. I'm absolutely fed up of being right all the time. Don't tell my wife. Hang on. And listen, when I went to bed last night, genuinely relieved. Because you guys know how serious that was yesterday, right? Because, you know, the funny thing is you've seen people on social media today, they'll go, well, there was 81 million votes last year, and where did we lose 15 million votes? You didn't, because you never got 81 million votes, you idiot. That's what we've been trying to tell you. You never got that many votes. And what's going to happen now over the next 4 years is all this shit is going to be exposed. Now, they might do it, you know, Trump might be conciliatory in the sense that he's like, no, I'm not going to drop you on your heads out of what, you know, wanting to preserve the union. But all these lies are going to come out now. I honestly, I was praying for this. I was praying for it because I knew that it was the right thing, that all the filth, all the lies, all the dirt, and you're seeing it today already. They're lying already, right? But it's all being exposed. And the greatest thing, there's two things to come out of this that really blew me away. Number one, Scott Pressler. God bless you, Scott. God bless you, because you went out there and that guy has worked tirelessly. He's worked tirelessly to get the vote out. What an amazing human being he is. So that's number one. Just shows you one person, you can change it. You can change the narrative. You should get the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Gets me a bit emotional, you know, because that is a real true American that says, you know what, I am going to put myself second and I'm going to go and do this. And it doesn't matter what comes my way. I'm doing it for you. And he did it for us. And that is amazing. And secondly, Elon Musk. We would not have won if Elon Musk hadn't bought X. It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. Because last time, everything was suppressed. Yes, Trevor Colt about the way that he was suppressed. We all know. You say something, you can't say something about the you know what. You know what I mean? You know, you can't say anything about that. You are blocked out. Can't say it. They can't do that now. They can't. Did you see my post about Bette Midler? If you go into her Twitter, it goes, something went wrong. I'm like, yes, something did go very wrong, Bet. Yes, it did. And we don't know yet whether we're going to get the House. I mean, it's going to be unbelievable. But this is a testament to the American people. I've said it over and over and over. And sometimes it's difficult when you're a lone voice, right? When you don't have people backing you. But I've got you guys backing me. You know, all the evil that was going on. Think of this. I'm going to say it again because when I woke up this morning, I was going to say, you know what? Are you conciliatory? Should you, be magnanimous? No, I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm not at all. Because they labeled us. They labeled us Nazis. And if we didn't win, I don't know where this would have gone. So I'm not being magnanimous. I'm going to spike the ball on every one of them. Every single one of them. It felt like last time, forgive them for they know not what they do. Right? That's what it felt like. And then we had 4 years of utter shit. You can't resurrect those kids that died over in Ukraine. For nothing. It's nothing for nothing. Everything that's gone on over in the Middle East. This is serious. And they wanted to vote in a vegetable because of Orange Man Bad. Not being magnanimous. No. Gonna smack them down every step of the way. Call them on it. Now they're coming out calling you guys idiots. Do you see it? This is what happens when uneducated people... God bless the working class, which I am one of them. The people that built Great Britain and built the United States. You don't get to take that away from them. You don't. You don't get to take the greatness away from people that carried you on their backs for 200 years. And Keir Starmer, you're on notice, dude. You're on notice. Because look what happened last time. Trump got in, Brexit happened. What do you think's going to happen over there, dude? What do you think's going to happen? Matthew Marsden, ambassador to the UK. My friend Michelle said, Ambassador Marsden has a good ring to it. So there, what I do, if I come back, that'd be funny. They won't do that. But if I was to go, it would be great, wouldn't it? It would be great. They couldn't handle me. So don't let them off the hook, guys. Don't let them off the hook. This is where you step up. This is where you do your little bit. You've been emboldened now. They would squash us in a heartbeat. They would squash us in a heartbeat. And you know what? People like Harmeet Dillon, I love her. She's amazing. You've seen all these patriots. Elon Musk, Harmeet Dillon. They're all out there because they love this country. They really do. That's the funny thing. That's the real coalition, right? Tulsi Gabbard, woman of color. Great patriot comes over. I said it yesterday, remember? I said yes, they're coming over because they love the country. It's so amazing. And I did laugh today. You can imagine all those lefties that went out and bought their Teslas, right? Because they wanted to do what was great for the environment. And they're crying the whole way to work in their Tesla going, yeah, you funded that. Well done. And by the way, all the DeSantis people that wanted to virtue signal, right? They wanted to virtue signal about writing in DeSantis. You're welcome. And I'm going to say this. I don't care. He's not getting in 2028. It's not happening. It's going to be J.D. Vance. And it's your fault. It's your fault. Because he's a great politician. All right, we'll have 8 years of J.D. and then we'll go to Ron DeSantis and it'll be great. It'll just be like the boom time for the United States. But you guys wanted to make it all about you instead of the country. Luckily, we get to say, I told you so. There was no way that they weren't going to win yesterday. We weren't going to win yesterday unless they cheated. I maintain that we won in 2020. I don't mind losing fairly. I don't mind that. But a country is never going to be blessed. Look at it. Look at what's happened in history. A country is never going to be blessed by the Almighty if you gain power by deception. It doesn't work like that. By the way, Hollywood, You're done. It's over. It's done. It's done. You guys, you're done. Nobody wants to go and see your movies now. Stupid people. Stupid, arrogant people. Now you know what I had to deal with for all those years, what Nick Searcy had to deal with. Dean Cain. God blessed America. It's just a fact. This shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have happened. Trump should be dead. He should be dead. It's that much far. That far. That far. Look at that. Look at that. Nicked his ear. Just by, I can do it right now. Look, I'm face on to you guys. Side on to you guys. Look at that profile. Whoa, still got it. I'm joking. Look at the profile. And then you go to that. That is crazy. Night Raider says, maybe the US needed 4 years of hell to wake up. I keep saying it's got to be personal, Night Raider. It has to be personal to you. You got to feel it before you wake up. Now, that's why we can't let off now. That's why we can't back down. That's why we've got to keep going. We can't be complacent. It's what happened with Reagan, right? What happened with Reagan is we lost the culture. We were like, oh, this is great. We're having great times. But we didn't invest in the culture. We have to do it. We've got to keep pushing. And every single person that's on here, do not think that they're not immediately thinking about shenanigans right now. You're up against the Borg. They are evil. It was a spiritual battle between good and evil. It's probably the only country in the planet where I can say that and I'm not going to be looked at like I'm a wackadoodle. And I hope my brothers and sisters in the UK understand that. They see now. You can do it. You got to be fearless. You got to love your country so much that you're willing to lose everything for it. This used to be commonplace. This is why people lied to get in the military to fight in the Second World War. In my buddy Jack Sacco's book, his dad had never seen a beach. The first beach he saw was Omaha. And they went and fought. Because they love their country. And they believed in each other. Even when you go back to the Civil War, which a lot of people don't understand, right? The General Lee, for example, turned around and said, I can't fight against my fellow countrymen. He couldn't fight against fellow Virginians. That's why he got involved on the wrong side. Because it wasn't about all the other things for him. It was the fact that he couldn't fight against his own people. And we got to get this community back again. It's historic. Like I said, all these Hispanic men. You don't have to tell me. And by the way, can we get rid of this bullshit like you can't say that you have black friends and Hispanic friends, whatever? Because that's just the truth. And that is the definition of whether or not you're friendly to people of other races. Can we just stop this? I can't wait to see the numbers on black men. I can't wait because they've had enough as well. Treating them like they're less. You're not less. It's ridiculous. It's actually a time of great healing, but a time of great healing now, ironically, because they've already started like, oh, you voted against women. No, that's not true. We voted against lunacy and people who don't have critical thinking skills. It had to be personal, Night. It had to be personal. That's why he's saying right now, maybe we needed 4 years of hell. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. But you know what? You know what's really awesome? Because the government is so bloated and so fat and so full of pork, the fact that Elon Musk is going to go in there and he's going to cut it. Elon Musk. I mean, if you were going to think of, you can't think of a better person than Elon Musk is going to go in, he's going to cut the government down. Amazing. So what's going to happen is, with all that bloke gone, it's going to turn America into this super efficient engine, ironically enough. And if anyone knows about engines, it's Elon Musk. I saw the rocket come down. I was on the phone to a very important man. It was very important. It's a very important man. Just fantastic. And now, here's the other thing. Texas rhinos, you guys, oh, you're on notice, mate. You are on notice. You're gone. You're gone. We're not going to accept it anymore. It's not happening. This is just as much about cleaning out the rhinos that are just keep making money off us and don't care. Deb Scott's last. Ba, ba, ba. Hold on. Not that one. I nearly did the wrong one. I've got to get this one right. I'm going to do it again. Deb Scott's last giving 10 Matthew Marzer memberships. Go over there and thank Debs. She is awesome. We love you, Debs. You're amazing. Thank you. But this is when it starts. Are you excited? Can you feel it? Can you feel the optimism? Can you feel it? They've built up, we have armor. Nothing, they can say whatever they want. We don't care. We don't care. They gave us the calluses around us to say we don't care. It's not going to stick anymore. And that's amazing. We're going to shut that border down. We're going to get these criminals out of our small towns that have come in. And oh, by the way, yeah, they are bullying minorities. Because I'll tell you, there are no Venezuelan gangs moving into my neighborhood. They're going to be gone. It's going to be gone. They're going to go in. I'll tell you what they're going to do. I'll tell you right now. Department of Education, gone. Gonzo, see ya. Environmental Protection Agency, sayonara, you're out. Don't need it. Not even going to get onto some of the other agencies that might not like me saying that they're going to go, but they're going to go as well. And guess what? They will pass a voter ID law that will criminalize what California is doing. SL says, give us a big cheeky smile, Matt. Today's a good day. You're awesome. Love from Brom. Bostinaki daito. Big smile. Very happy. I'm very happy. It's good. I'm so like, see, people sometimes they'll get mistake passion for anger. You know what I mean? I'm very much, we got to get it done. I'm happy. I'm super happy. Super, super happy. And this is going to have a knock-on effect all over the world. I've had people from Malta. I've had people from Australia. I've had people all over saying thank you. We'll just cut California off. Let all my people come and then cut California off. Let it descend into chaos. SL, thank you. Yeah, you know what? It's a lonely place. I've got to tell you, sometimes it's a lonely place. And this is one of the things when you come out as an actor and you start talking, because it needed to be said. I knew what happened to me was going to happen to other people that might not be able to ride it. And it has. So you got to speak out. But sometimes it's a lonely place. Especially when you look around and you're like, hey, conservative studios, why aren't you hiring us? And I say us, look around. They don't. So we're going to build something better. And that's why we're building here as well. Elon Musk says, you are the media. That's right, we are. I keep saying to you guys, and now I hope you see it now that I know you guys do because you follow me. But I kept saying, you have to show them. You have to show them that you're engaged. What's the first thing they say? How is it there are less people that voted? Blah, blah, blah. Because that's what they care about, the numbers. It's not for me, it's for them. I mean, I'm grateful for it when I get more people following me on YouTube. Hint, hint. Go over there right now. Subscribe. It's free. Bunk, bunk. Because we're going to need this on multiple different platforms. I keep telling you. I can't. I'm sorry I'm right all the time. Sometimes. When you've been in the media for a long time and you can see the trends, like it's not like some kind of weird savant gift that you have. You just see patterns. It's like when people see patterns in the financial market. You get to see the ebbs and flows because you're in it all the time. You're consuming it all the time. It's what you live. In 2016, I said that Trump would win. Actually, before the run-up, I said that Trump would win. If you understand human nature and what makes people tick, which is another aspect of acting, you can see the way that people move, the way that they carry themselves, the way they speak. Because what you do when you have a script, right, and someone goes blah, 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 or even if you're writing a script, someone goes blah, 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 you have to think about what exactly motivated them to say that and then reverse engineer it in your brain. So I can do that all the time with people now. I do it when I'm in meetings with people and they go blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, why would you say something like that? Okay, you're insecure. All right, I get it. So I've got to do I've got to come at it at a different angle, a different way. You know what I'm saying? Some people can just do it naturally. For me, it was reading thousands and thousands and thousands of scripts and understanding what story is. And again, like I said, when you're there and you're assessing the market, right, on screenplays, on what movies are going to resonate, oh man, we need optimistic 80-star movies for the next 4 years. Pro-American, this country is the greatest country in the world, badass films. And like I said, I'm writing a romantic comedy. I told you I was writing a romantic comedy. Why? When was the last decent romantic comedy that you could go and watch with your partner that was for a dude and for a woman? Because there were some. I mean, I remember watching like Notting Hill. I remember watching, I didn't like the Love Actually. I thought that was really smutty. I didn't know why they went that way. It made me feel very uncomfortable. But Notting Hill, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, they were fun. Like these were cultural things that everyone laughed and it was optimistic and sweet and romantic and all those kind of things. And we've lacked that. When was the last inspiring film? All right, Top Gun, maybe. Top Gun was inspiring. But when the moment that, you're like, I'm in, I love it. But why? Because we were taken back to the 80s. And trust me, I had no money in the 80s, right? But I had hope. The hope of what could be. And you guys are going to get it again. The kids, they haven't seen this, guys. They haven't seen this. They haven't had this. They were like, why have all the kids voted for Trump? Why do you think? Because actually now what they're looking at is the Gen Xers, and they're like, these guys are really cool. I want to be more like that. They're actually discarding their phones more and more, believe it or not. They're like, I don't want to be addicted to this thing. Look up Humanality if you can. My friends started this charity called Humanality. It's all about getting people off their smartphones. So go watch it. At my kids' school, I've said it before, there are no smartphones. You all have to sign a thing saying our kids are not going to be on smartphones. Let them have their childhood, guys. It's not a foregone conclusion that they have to know about Drag Queen Story Hour at the age of 6. Let them have a childhood. Let them have fun. We'll get rid of all the criminal illegal aliens, and then maybe our kids can run down the street again and play like we used to until the lights go down without being worried about getting trafficked by a cartel. That's another thing he's going to do, by the way, and that's going to be spectacular. Let me tell you something. If you haven't seen a transformation in Donald Trump, if you haven't seen that, and I've said multiple different times, listen, I'm a Christian. I have my God, right? I don't need another one. Democrats kill God, so they make their politicians God. Trump is not a God. But he will be remembered as one of the greatest presidents of all time. He will. He will. When you dodge death like that, and we all saw it, we all think, listen, I'm going to say this, right? Because I was one of those that actually did it. And I'm going to toot my own horn now. When they came to lock us down, I always remember Jordan Peterson saying, everybody thinks that they will be against the brown shirts, but they won't. They'll comply. I didn't comply. I didn't comply with Hollywood. I didn't take the you know what. And you guys can go and look at those, the fact that I got shamed in the Sun and in the Daily Mail, right? But I was right. And I knew at that point, I looked at my kids, I'm like, there's no way you are getting that. And it starts with me. If you as a dad will not stand in front of your kids and take a bullet, you are not a man and you are not a father. And as you guys know, I never had a dad to stand in front of me. I'll be damned if I don't stand in front of my kids. So everyone thinks that they'll stand up. Everyone thinks they'll go up against the man. Everyone thinks that, oh, it's just money. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's just a career. It doesn't matter. I would do it. I would do it because history would prove. No. How many actors stood up, guys? How many actors actually did that? Even when it came to the vaccine card, how many actors did it? You guys know, you saw it. So anyone who tells you that they will get off the floor after they've been shot at and say, fight, and that was easy and that didn't take absolute balls of steel. He didn't know if there was another shooter. He didn't know that. The Secret Service was so secret, we didn't even realize they were there. He got up and he knew at that point they might be taking another shot at his head. That, my friends, is utter greatness. It is. And that moment, everything changed. Everything changed. And I'll tell you, listen, and like I said to him, I said on here and on social media that he should not go out to all the rallies because he's too important. All right, we needed to save him. Donald Trump was like, no, I'm going out. Greatness. You witnessed greatness. And don't let them take that away from him. And now we've got him for another 4 years. Amazing. I don't think he's God. I don't expect him to be the paragon of virtue, but I'll tell you this, he's a friggin' awesome businessman and he's tough. He's so tough. He's up there with Teddy Roosevelt, man. The dude is tough. And I'll tell you, because I've been in the room with him. There were 4 of us and Trump for an hour. He didn't have to be nice. He's the president. I know that people hate Clinton that have been around her. And I know that people who hate, what's-her-face, Kamala Harris. Have you ever met anyone that said anything bad when they've met Donald Trump? Try. The war in Ukraine is going to end. We're going to get our hostages back. Keir Starmer will be gone by January. I always remember thinking, why do we have to be the world's police, right? Why do we have to get involved in all this stuff? If America isn't, then look at what happens. Chaos. Chaos. And it's not just because it's a power. It's everything that it stands for. Now, is the country perfect? No. Have we done bad things in the past? Yes. But every country has. But this, God, guys, it's so exciting for me. I'm so excited. Your interest rates are going to go down. You're going to have more money in your pocket. You're going to be able to invest. You're going to be able to have wealth for your kids. We can't bring those kids back that died in the Ukraine and Russia. We can't do that. Both sides, by the way. It's tragic. But we can stop more dying. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Somewhere right now, there are gangs of kids in the United States being trafficked for sex. That is going to end. There is so much evil being enabled right now that is going to stop. And Trump is going to cut all these people out and he's going to bring in a very, very close knit set of people. And watch, they're going to say, no, he's bringing in his. Yeah, of course he is. Of course he's bringing in his tight little crew. Wouldn't you? And by the way, he's going to get stuff done. And it's not about being loyal to Trump. It's being loyal to the United States of America, right? And what Trump wants to do for that country. The fact that Kamala Harris didn't concede last night says exactly what you need to know about her. And like I said earlier on with the earlier question, she's never going to come out and be magnanimous. She's not. I spoke to someone last night who was talking about Harmeet Dillon, and apparently Harmeet Dillon came across Kamala Harris a lot of times when she was in a law firm in California, and said that you know, that woman has literally just skipped away all the way up. Let me ask you this. You've seen the way she talks, right? You've seen the way that Kamala Harris reasons. Would you have her represent you in a legal case? Would you go, well, she's smart. Like, would you have her go up against another attorney? Like, I think Ron DeSantis is an attorney as well. Would you ever go up against him? No, he'd destroy her. Right? Would you ever go up against Mark Levin? Of course not. The great one would obliterate her. And you could just go on and on and on. A J.D. Vance. Would you ever go up against J.D. Vance? No. You would lose every case. The decentralization of media is changing the world forever, guys. Forever. It's never going back. Because you know what? Elon has been so successful. And I'll tell you, Zuckerberg and all that, they've seen behind the curtain. I keep talking to you about, I mean, I don't know who uses Facebook anymore. Oh, is Trevor there? Hey, Trev, what's going on, dude? You coming on? Let me try and send Trev something again. Let's see if he can do it. Yeah, we had this issue last time. Trevor Colt. Sent you again. You can do it. You can do it, Trevor. You can do it. I just sent you another link. You can do it. We did it before, so you can do it, right? Yeah, and the unlikely alliances, right? The unlikely alliances. Oh, here we go. War. Now I'm going to say this in an English accent. War bastard. A great day for our nation. What do you think the next couple of months will look like until Trump takes power again? I mean, all right. They are regrouping right now. They're strategizing. I don't think that they really anticipated what a great game the Republicans had on the ground as far as lawyers. They had a lot of lawyers. They had a lot of lawyers out there making sure that the votes could be counted and things could be dismissed and blah, blah. And I also do think that Democrats were like, this, she's just terrible. I always said this, you know, you heard me say this. Nobody, apart from the fringe elements, was going for Kamala. They were just voting as Democrats. And I don't even think they were voting. Some were like, you know, orange man bad. But it really kind of subsided in the last few months. I mean, the crazies are always crazy. They still think we're going to lock them up and all that. It's ridiculous. And look, by the way, can we just have the rule of law? So if you did do something wrong, you should be locked up. As you saw in my post, I put what we're going to do is we're going to have the Epstein files going to be released. The P. Diddy files are going to be released. We're going to close the borders. We're going to deport. And then we're going to start day 2. This country has so much talent. And I mean, even just with something that I've been involved with, the bureaucracy is killing it. As I told you guys before, I remember watching a documentary about the Harley Davidson. And when they finished a bike, they would open a keg of beer and drink the beer. And I'm like, can you imagine? Excuse me, health and safety says that you can't open that beer here because somebody might slip and blah, 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 blah. That's not what America's about. America is about those crazy things. He's thinking up these insane things. Why do you think that Elon Musk came to America and said, I'm going to make these rockets come down and land like that? They're going to land and these arms are going to come out and they're going to hold them like I hold Melania. So good. So good. It's going to be a lot of material for the next 4 years. Dear Liberals, you get to win right now because even though you didn't vote for him and you DeSimps, right, even though you didn't vote for Trump, you still get to benefit from what we did. You're welcome. All my British brothers and sisters, we got you back. We're going to silence the Lammies. He's not very smart. He's not very smart. I call him low IQ Lemmy. Low IQ Lammy. He's got a low IQ. He's not very smart. Possibly the dumbest guy. The dumbest guy. Thank you very much. Yeah, ATF. See ya. You're gone. Goodbye. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to get rid of all this ridiculousness in the military. We're going to go back to, guess what? You're in the military. Your job is to kill people and be really, 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 really good at it. We're not doing your half push-ups, right? Like, no, we're not doing that. Bringing back we're bringing back push-ups. We're going to do it the right way. And if McDonald's got half a brain, they would go out and make the presidential burger. I'm just putting out there that maybe Chick-fil-A should do that. Although there'd be something about like the Harris chicken burger, right? Being a chicken. Look, I don't think that Kamala Harris is particularly devastated right now. She's going to make millions and millions of dollars going around, telling everybody that she didn't lose because of misogyny. Let's check it out. Misogyny, white supremacy, what else? Nazis, racism, any other ism you can come up with. I don't know. She's just going to keep coming up with it. And then she's going to make millions of dollars. She doesn't care. She's dumb as a box of rocks. She's really, really stupid. And I'll say it again. Look, if Tulsi Gabbard decides, you know what, I'm going back to the left and I'm going to go run, I think that there's a lot of people that would at least consider voting for her. Spark says Matthew Marsden, she has already made a fortune. Doesn't matter. You've seen with these people, they just want more. They're greedy, greedy, greedy. They've got to have more. They've got to have more power. They've got to have more money. It's not enough. I'll tell you this, though. Disney's going to come out with Snow White, and it's going to take a monumental shit on the platform. Wouldn't it be great if Elon Musk bought Disney? And then what he should do is just have one of the rides just being a proper rocket. That'd be a lot funny. Because they're going to be in deep trouble. Because they've got all this money, you know, going to doing the Fantastic Four, doing these other franchises. Nobody wants to watch them. I have absolutely no desire to watch any of their content. I have no desire. If they had half a brain, this is what they should do. I'm going to give Disney some free advice. I won't charge you for this, Disney. Hire the critical drinker. Hire Ryan Kinnell. Hire Jay, Drunk 3PO. Hire Gary, Nerdrotic. Hire Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers. Melanie Mack. Stephanie. All that gang. All the Friday Night Tights. Hire them and let them go through what you've got coming up, because they'll save you a ton of money. Those guys, let me tell you something. Those guys, this is why I say this is so powerful. Those guys have single-handedly destroyed woke Disney. It's amazing to see. And I identified it earlier on. I'm just saying that I was the first guy that Will interviewed on Critical Drinker, first actor he interviewed. Second was Russell Crowe. That guy, if he keeps going, he might do well. Again, it's not been some kind of like genius sage. It's just like looking out there and understanding the ebbs and flows of what's going on. You know what I mean? Like seeing it. That's why I keep telling you guys to like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Trust me, there'll come a day when you'll go, oh, okay, I get it now. If you don't already. I'm telling you, it's the way. It is the way. And you guys, the plank owners, the ones that got me to 10,000, you'll have seen it grow all the way. Even the newer people that have come recently, you're going to see it grow. And that's how you guys create your own media empire. I don't have $44 billion. I've only got $43 billion. I don't have $44 billion to buy a platform. But I can tell you this. There's just as many, and you guys know this when I say it, there's just as many rhinos on our side in the media that need to be held accountable. And the only way that they're held accountable is if you have power. And the only way you have power if you have numbers in this game. Susie D. Susie D coming in with 5 Matthew Marsden channel memberships. Oh my goodness. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. Oh, hold on. I've got some crackly bits. That sounds very... You're crackly. Yeah. I can't let you in yet because you're crackly. You sound like Metal Mickey. For those guys, you don't know who Metal Mickey is, but... Me, 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 me. Yeah, you sound like Metal Mickey. Log back out and come back in again. You guys got to wait for this. We've got a special guest. And I don't mean special as in like special. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Suze D. I am... Oh, he's gonna come in. We've got a special guest. He's the guy started it all. How great is the dancing? I just got to ask you this. Like, this is... Every time YMCA plays, it makes me laugh. I mean, that just says everything you need to know about the man, right? Oh, all right, we're bringing him in, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Trevor Cole in the house.
Ah,
Ah.
I've only been trying to get on for about 40 minutes.
Well, now you can't go. You can't have me go after 1 hour. I'm sorry. It's 56 minutes, and I'm sorry. We're having a chat now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been trying to get on. I've been trying to enter this for ages. I get wound up actually. I started off wearing a jacket and shirt and poppy, and about after 15 minutes, I just threw it in the floor and went bollocks to this.
Did you get all sweaty? You got all sweaty. You're like, bro.
I was like, sure. I told you I didn't want to got my roof fixed today. So
Did you put
this
another
is
hole in the roof? Tell
no,
me you
but
didn't put another. He's like, bah! And then he break that. That is totally something I would do, by the way. I'm like, can't get the button to throw it, and then it breaks the window, and I'm like, bah!
well, you sent me the link. See this platform that you use? I'm not used to it, and for some reason, my browser blocks camera and blocks this, and I've got to go through this and check it. So I started off whenever you said I'm going to go live shortly. I went and put my little shirt on, had my poppy on for veterans, had it all ready, and then I'm sitting here in my living room after the workman's been today, and he's used some sort of glue. So I'm sitting in my living room half stoned, breathing this shit in, and.
Trevor's messed up. Yes, that's amazing. That is amazing.
Yeah.
So, Trev, come on now, because I've got a bunch of Americans on here. I want you to give the British perspective. Give me the British perspective of the greatest president.
Well, you're asking a broad question because I must listen. My headspace is different than most of the people outside my home. I mean, I see people every day talking to birds and feeding things in the street, and I think the majority of people in the street are actually demented, and I mean that. Right? Yeah. So I only really surround myself with like-minded people that have achieved things and have worked for a living and who don't take 15 photographs to post a selfie at angles. So I sort of ground myself with decent people. So I don't really know what the public wants. The veterans that I know that have all, I don't mean the veterans that have sat in camp and claimed to be war heroes. The veterans that I've served with on the front line all support Trump and President-elect Donald J. Trump, should I say, 47th president. But when I look at how things have went really shit for the UK with this last election, I don't know what's going to happen next. I would like to think that my Prime Minister, who I don't respect one bit, would have the decency to invite President-elect across to the Commons to speak. But when I say invite him across to the Commons, I'm talking about a house full of elected politicians, which isn't common at all. There's not common. So I think from a UK citizen perspective, I think that President Trump can only do good for us, I believe, because if he does manage to end the Ukraine war, Ukraine and Russian war, it's going to save UK hundreds of millions of pounds a year, which we keep throwing at that place. So it could be good it could be good for us. Now you got to bear in mind, Matthew, that whenever we left the European Union, Donald Trump was still the president, and he promised us a great trade deal to make up for what we were going to lose with the EU because we voted out. Then unfortunately he got voted out, and the American people voted in a retarded guy. So you had him in the White House for many years, and he hated the UK. In fact, he did not do a trade deal with the UK the whole time he was in power, because I know he's a Democrat, but the weird thing is, for people not understanding, he's a Democrat, but he supports the republicanism in the UK, which is Ireland and a free Ireland, and he wanted the British to leave Northern Ireland and give Ireland to a free Ireland. So he went against Britain because he holds a gripe. And he also shit all over us in Afghanistan by walking away and leaving our troops standing there. So he hasn't done anything good for the UK. So I believe that if President-elect Trump starts off in the right foot and he doesn't hopefully he doesn't hold a grudge against our Prime Minister, who's a shithead, but if he treats us, because the public support him, you do get a lot of...
Yeah. I mean, it's only the lefties. It's only
Yeah,
the loony lefties and the Brexit people, the anti-Brexit people who are still
yeah.
butthurt, you know. They're
People
still
don't
butthurt.
understand though. I mean, you're having people say, and I had it today on my own channel, but Donald Trump's a criminal. Donald Trump's this, Donald Trump's that, and I'm sitting back and I listen. Let people have their say. I'm not going to suppress what they. If that's what they think, it's not my fault that they're also retarded. However, the one thing, sorry, man, it's my favorite word.
It
That
is, because I've got to tell Americans, like, we don't use that word in England, and now it's been kind of like frowned upon. I said it the other day as well. I'm like, it's actually a great word. Like, I like it, retarded. It's like it does. It's like that scene in Tropic Thunder,
I
right?
mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, do you know why I do it? Honestly, when I used to, I haven't done one in a few months actually, but when I used to get invited on to CNN and Sky and BBC, I don't do BBC, I haven't done that in about 4 years, but when I used to do it, I used to just go, yeah, well, I think he's an absolute cunt, and I'd just, and they would go, oh, they would panic. But I think that if he gets in and he gives us a good trade deal, it would be fantastic for the UK economy, and obviously it would re-establish our relationship that Biden ruined.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, but it'd be great to see. I think he's going to be good. Listen, there's a lot of people out there that keep saying, "Ah, he's done this and he's done that." Let me tell you something to anyone that's watching this that's retarded, right? So this is here, Matthew. For a guy that's been accused of multiple crimes, who's had the Secret Service turn away to see what happens,
Yeah.
he's had the FBI all over him, the CIA all over him, he's had your highest courts all over him, he's had he's had more pressure than anyone on the planet, and they've never been able to get anything to stick. And that is because they've all been false allegations
Exactly.
manipulated by the Biden administration.
And this is
Now,
why, as well, Trev, the black guys in America are voting for him in record numbers, because they're like, we've seen this. We've
yeah,
seen how you guys make stuff up to get us in jail. And you
I
know
want
who
to. Of
did that, Trev? Kamala Harris, funnily
course she
enough.
did. Of course she did. I mean, the Hodge twins are probably sitting going, "Oh
Oh,
yeah."
man.
Um,
I
do you know
love
what?
those
Do you want
guys.
to know? Do you want to know what would make? Obviously, when he gets elected, he gets sworn in January. What would make my year? Now, I've been through hell and back. So have you. With these, hopefully, but what would make me so happy is if he makes Prince Harry's visa application public, and if he's found to have lied,
Oh,
if he's found to have lied about drugs, deport him. But I spoke to you today about this,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I think Harry's already made a decision, because him and that witch he married, they're looking for a property in Portugal right now, aren't they?
yeah. Well, listen, I'm just telling you, as the incoming ambassador to the UK, Ambassador Marsden, I'm going to tell you that I am going to take his visa application very seriously, Trevor, and I'm going to look into that matter as the new ambassador for the UK, Ambassador Marsden.
Well, I'm going to be in charge of ginger deportations, and
No, we're going to have an amnesty for gingers. It's going to be like amnesty for gingers. It's
no,
okay.
have you noticed this though? When it's a bloke, it's a ginger, and when it's a woman, it's a redhead.
I know. I
Isn't
know.
that isn't that biased?
And listen. Did you know that they said, Robert Zemeckis said, I said this on my channel the other day, Robert Zemeckis said that they would never, ever make Roger Rabbit 2 because of Jessica Rabbit. And what color hair did Jessica Rabbit have?
Red,
Red hair.
not ginger though, was it?
Not ginger. Unless
It's
she was
only
Hood.
ginger. It's only ginger for jokes. It's red for models. It's ginger for jokes, red for
No,
models.
it's true. As someone just said that, though, Ginger Spice was a girl. Yeah, but that was because ginger is a spice. Think about
Yes,
it.
exactly.
Although
I think
scary
that.
isn't a spice. You can't like go, let me go down and get like a pot of scary. Or baby, actually, that would be really weird. Imagine if you said, if you went to the spice rack and it had a baby. You'd like
Do you know
Baby
what?
Spice. You'd be like, oh, that's not right.
This little chat has taken a weird.
Hold on, listen. We got to give a big
Debs,
shout out to Debs. She's amazing, isn't she?
no. No, she is. I'm joking. She is. She's good.
Yeah, groovy, baby. Yeah. No. Do you know what? That was that and Tropic Thunder. I watched the first
I'm a
Austin
mess.
Powers again the other day.
Did
I
you?
know I'm a little bit unimpressed with you, to be honest. You got all all hot and bothered, and I mean, look
14
at
suits, 6 poppies, and I'm turned up looking like. Do you know why? Do you want to know why this is?
why.
Because the truth is, I didn't expect to get through. I was sitting like this, going, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it.
And you were like, you did what I did. I would keep telling people, hammers fix things, right? Like I told you, my business partner in California, she used to call me Thor, right? Because I'd always go like, go, gotta hit it with a hammer, and it'll make it work. And you were like, boom, and there you are. Like as long as you don't have like a Jeffrey Tobin moment, like, or when you're sitting on the toilet, and you're like, boom,
Do you want to know
all of
what
a sudden
state
you're
I'm
there.
at? Do you want to know? I can't show you. I mean, I'm in pajama bottoms because I didn't expect.
I was going to
didn't
ask you, have you
expect
got any underwear? Are you wearing like pants?
Yeah,
I know.
I am. I mean, I didn't expect this to work because it.
That is so funny. I got shorts on because it's like, I did one of my other live streams down in my
You got to
office.
show us your
And
legs.
you want to see my legs? Do you know what's funny? I will tell you something. This is we've really gone a long way now. But my mom used to joke with me that I've got like women's legs.
Okay.
Like, because I never like I can put weight on, but I never put weight on my legs.
You got cankles.
Oh no.
You got
I've
gas bottle
got
legs.
no, I've got like women's legs. Well, not like women's legs, but I mean, because I'm big. But I do have like
Whoa! Women's legs aren't big, Matthew.
I
Take
said
that
I
back.
don't have women's legs. I said no. I said because I'm big. I'm big. Not I'm big.
You mean tall?
Not big. Yeah. Look, I'll show you. Hold on. You want to see my legs? Not chicken legs, Tony. No, muscular legs, but like lean. Hold on. I don't know if I can show you from here.
You can't show us them there, Matthew. I can show you mine here.
This is funny. Well, this is the future of media, guys.
This is. Oh yeah. I see that. Yeah. Oh, you were really tensing them there.
I'm lifting my frigging leg up. How am I going to tense?
them. You were like doing legs like Arnold Schwarzenegger, just trying to tense them so we could see.
Get to the chopper. I love that. One of the things that I love, one of my guilty pleasures. Have you seen it on Instagram where the guy sings as Arnold Schwarzenegger? It is so funny.
I've seen something like that recently. Yeah.
Courtney, come on now. I do. I've got pretty nice legs for a dude. I gotta say.
Well,
I gotta say, I do have runner's legs. I have Peloton legs actually. Like I really do. The annoying thing for me is like literally, I'll put a video. I've got a video of me.
Peloton legs. What's that? Is that like a? Is that a Peloton? It sounds like a word like. It sounds like a word like children in need when you phone in.
Hello everyone, welcome to Peloton legs. No. So I for some reason, like I have freakishly strong calves, right? So I've got a video of me doing calf raises with like 850 pounds. Like I've literally got like 12 plates on. And you wouldn't think it because you look at my legs. I'll put it up, right? It's funny because I've got these like thin leg, not thin, but like lean legs, and then this giant amount of plates on the end. And my son Finn, I mean, literally, he's got legs that are this big. He's got giant legs, and that's when he started playing football. They all went, "Oh, look at the size of that kid."
You're always running though.
I was always running. Now I'm on the bike.
You were running in Transformers. You were running in I Am That Man. I've seen you running.
I was running in I Am That Man.
I've seen you running down the street in Black Hawk Down.
I was running down the street.
You were running through the jungle in Rambo.
It's true. It's true. No, it's when
Do
I
you just
did
think
when
running
no,
through
I did. I used to run a lot, and it was Richie Woodall that started me on it. But I used to run a lot, and again, I've got one of those things. I think I told you this black guy came up to me who was jacked in the gym, and he comes and I'm curling on the curl bar like 110 pounds, like just doing it nice and slow. And he came over to me and he goes, "Hey man," like that. And I took my earbud out and he goes, "Better to look like you can lift and not be able to, or no, better to look strong and not be than be strong and not look it." And I
Was
went,
that Tyrese?
"Huh?
Was that Tyrese from
No, no."
Transformers?
I just saw Tyrese did like a 55-minute thing the other day. Bless him.
What do you mean?
He's a nice guy. He did a
55 minutes.
55-minute video where he's just like walking around. And he puts a wig on and all that.
Is he having a
he's,
meltdown? I mean, it doesn't even sound normal.
No,
Walking
I
around
mean,
wearing wigs.
look, he's actually a really, really sweet kid.
Do you know when I
He's
first-
he's a grown man now, but he's younger than me, so he's
want-
a
do you want
really,
to know-
really nice guy.
Do you want to know whenever I first actually came across who he was? He drove a motorbike in a Britney Spears song.
Did he?
video.
I remember when I met him. How'd it go? Yeah, let me see it again.
It's the one where she wears. It's
No,
the
I
video
want to
where-
see you do it. I want to see you reenact it.
When Britney Spears was like, she goes from working in an airplane as an air hostess.
Toxic.
That's it.
Ba-ba-ba-la-la.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do. See, we could have
Exactly.
named that tune. We
Yeah.
could have named that tune.
Yeah. He was in that. That was when I think that was before he did movies. That was when he was
Are
modeling.
you sure that's him or it's not? Because there's Tyrese
Definitely.
Gibson and there's well, I don't know. There's another Tyrese who's a model.
No, it's him. I've seen him. Listen.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think
know
it
my
might
handsome
be.
men. I can spot handsome men. It's him.
It's true. It is true. It is true. But he rose to fame doing the Coca-Cola commercial. And I remember seeing him. It's when he gets on a bus and he starts singing. And when I worked with him on Transformers, it was a funny thing. I don't know why we're like going off on Tyrese, but what was funny was Paul Anderson had just directed Death Race. And there's a scene in Death Race that Paul Anderson goes, "I've done a tribute to you in Death Race." And it's a scene where the gun turns around. I don't know if you've seen it, and it shoots the guy at point blank range. And he was inspired by Rambo when Sly, shoots everyone in the truck. And I was like, no, wait. So I got to see that movie before the cast got to see it. So when I was doing Transformers with Tyrese, see there, Tyson Beckford, not Tyrese Beckford, Tyson Beckford. See, Sue D knows her handsome men.
Oh, she's a know-it-all, isn't she?
I know. It's all right. We'll give it to her. But yeah, so when I was working with him, because I was on Transformers, even though when you watch the movie, like the military stuff was small and my stuff was small within that, but we shot for 6 months on that. I was on the movie the whole way, and there was enough footage of us to do an entire different movie of just the military guys. And Tyrese, I went up to him and I went, "Oh, I saw Death Race." He was like, "What? I haven't seen it yet." And so I was like, okay. So I actually gave Paul some notes on that film because there was something that I felt, because when you put a movie together and you've sat in the editing studio over and over and over again, and you'll see this when we make First Into Sangin, is you'll sit there and you'll fill in the parts that aren't there because you've read the book, or in your case, you lived it. And so, very often you have to get somebody to come in and watch the whole thing objectively and say, well, what happened here? And you're like, oh, I took that scene out. You don't realize it happens to everybody. But he was really, really nice to me. And even this is going to sound so showbiz. So my wife was in a Beverly Hills pumpkin patch because they have pumpkin patches there. And Tyrese was there, and she called me. She goes, "Matt, Tyrese." I went, "Go over and say hello to him," because I was working. And she was like, no, and he was really, really nice. So yeah.
Stop. Stop. Do you hang around pumpkin patches? I mean, is this a
I
celebrity thing?
don't. I wasn't there.
Is this a celebrity thing? Do normal people go out and hang around pumpkin patches?
Around Halloween, a lot of people go to pumpkin patches.
Oh, so it was recently.
Oh no, not for me. I mean, it was it was Halloween, not just it's not like, you walk around and you're going to see like Tyrese walking through a
No, but
field with
Halloween,
pumpkins everywhere.
Halloween's just happened. So was this
Yeah.
recently?
No,
All right.
this was like, I want to say like 6 years ago, maybe longer than that. Because I've been in Texas for 3 years, nearly 4 years.
So would it be right to say that the higher up the scale you go as a movie star, the less you want to interact at pumpkin patches?
Well, the funny thing was, you go to it's one particular pumpkin patch, and I didn't realize when I went there. Now all the paps are there, all the paps they're all there. So whenever you see like, oh, so and so and so and so took their daughter to a pumpkin patch, it's there, and I didn't know. I was just like, oh, when I went there the first time, I was driving past it. And so we knew where that pumpkin patch was. So when my wife went back, she was like, okay, I know where that pumpkin patch is. And it just happened to be in Beverly Hills.
Do ordinary people go to pick pumpkins, or do you have to be invited?
You can go pick a pumpkin.
I'm just asking. I don't know. It's like
Pick
Matthew.
a pumpkin, Peter.
Hi, Matthew.
Something like that.
Hi, Matthew. Yeah, it's your agent. Yep. Your timing is 12 o'clock on Thursday. They'll be at the front waiting.
Listen, I shit you not. No, there is like they do go there for their paparazzi pictures. They do, without a shadow of a doubt. And I didn't realize that until I saw like a bunch of pictures out there of different people in the pumpkin patch. And I was like, oh. And all it is, it's like it's basically in Beverly Hills, because there's not that much space, right? It's not like here. When you're in Texas, you go out and it's a proper pumpkin patch, and they have like trailer rides, hay rides where they'll hitch you up to like I don't know what they call it, like a little trailer, and they'll drive you around, and you see cows and all that kind of stuff. But in Beverly Hills, it's just like a plot of land, and what they do is they put hay bales in there, and the kids can run around, and like there's these little like mazes that they do, and then you go and pick a pumpkin, because then you go and carve your pumpkin afterwards, and it's kind of sweet. Although my wife's got it down now. I said, because we normally have Halloween. My father-in-law is very big on the holidays. So, in his house in Malta, he's the only one in the street that just decks his house out in Halloween stuff, like everything. So we're waiting right now, a bunch of stuff to get sent here that we send over to Malta. And he does it at Christmas, and it's become a thing. So my wife, she's kind of picked up on that, but I have like absolutely no motivation to do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, it means I've got to put all the stuff up and take it all back down again. But we do have Halloween parties here every year. But my wife has figured out that actually, if you carve pumpkins with a bunch of kids, it makes a ton of mess. So we didn't do it here this year.
So back to the pumpkins. So you picked your pumpkin.
You're obsessed, dude. You're obsessed.
You picked your pumpkin up.
Picked your pumpkin.
Is there tables there? Do you have to carve them in front of the paparazzi?
No, not. It's like, because then you can't be like,
Matthew,
they can't be judging you on you. Dude, my friend, honestly, my friend's kids did a bunch of like Trump silhouettes.
Oh, that'd have been hard to carve.
Yeah.
That.
Well, because what you do, here we go. I'm going to tell you guys, like, you get these sheets of paper and you put them over the pumpkin and you trace around and then you cut out. And of course, my kids cut their fingers every time.
I've done it before. I can do.
Do you get pumpkins over there? I remember when I was younger, it was like, can we do it with a Swede? And I was like, well, a Swede isn't like a turnip. It's like this big, but pumpkins over here like this big.
No, we've got pumpkins. I didn't do it this year. And I think this, really, I don't mind doing it. But you've seen Sebastian today. Sebastian's over 6 foot. Now, he doesn't want to carve pumpkins with his dad. He just doesn't want to do it. I mean, but... Sebastian, 6 foot over 6 foot. Now, he doesn't want to carve pumpkins with his dad. He just doesn't want to do it. I mean, but... Sebastian, 6 foot over 6 foot. Now, he doesn't want to carve pumpkins with his dad. He just doesn't want to do it. I mean, but The way it works where I live is those people that want kids to come around for Halloween and you give out sweets, the families that want kids to come around would have pumpkins and lights outside their house. If there's no pumpkin
Huh.
outside the house, then don't
Yeah.
call. That's what they do. But
Yeah.
um,
There was a
I
lot of
like
that,
them.
by the way, this year, Trev. Like a lot of people down my street, normally to like they'll bring people here and drop them off to go around because it's notorious that people give out a lot of candy and stuff. And this year there wasn't a lot at all. But I have to do this because somebody asked, right? We're going to carve a pumpkin. It's probably going to be the greatest carved pumpkin ever. We're going to make
I'm sick of it.
Halloween pay for it.
I'm
What
sick
are
of
you
this shit.
doing? What are you doing?
I'm joking. No, you're very good at his voice. I'll give you that. Yeah. Yeah. And that your friend Will. Yeah.
Which, oh, yeah, Will. Yeah.
Well, I won't mention his surname. I don't want to do it. But he did a video today and stuck it on. See
Yeah.
him do
So,
the
yeah.
Trump. He
Yeah.
did the
Yeah.
Trump voice.
Yeah.
He did
He
it.
actually sent me a video last night and I got it. It's really great. It's really great.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
him. Go on. Can you do? Come on. Let's do your Trump. Let's do ginger Trump. Well, no. Well, Trump is kind of a ginger, but go on. Do a Trump.
Oh, I don't know. You lost. Pack your bags. I don't know. I can't do it.
You gotta put your chin a little bit up like this.
You gotta put your chin a little bit up like this. You lost the election. Get out my country.
That
I don't
sounds
know.
like Joe Biden.
I
Come
know.
on,
No,
man.
I heard Joe. I mean, people send me clips and all, because I once called Joe Biden the R word,
What's that word?
retard,
Oh,
and
okay.
I didn't want to say it. But then see what I said the R word. I had to clarify it in case someone thought it was the other R word, which is worse.
Oh yeah. No, you can't be saying that one.
Well, I would never say that one.
No.
But there's a lot of people in court for it though, in the US. Yeah, yeah, funny, isn't it? Yeah, it's all those celebrities, all those movie
All those
stars.
celebrities and their bloody pumpkin patches.
I know they're into everything. When money goes to their head and they can afford everything, they pick on the children. No,
It's crazy. No, they do it. Yeah.
what
But
was it? I was going to mention there about something and it just left my head. I apologize. We're talking about Will
I'm
there.
waiting. I'm waiting.
I've waited a long time, mate, because I'm a little bit backward myself. I mean, oh, Joe Biden. Talking about Joe Biden. Sorry, see, I said the
Oh,
word
do you mean
Joe Biden.
Joe? You thought you did an impression of Joe Biden, and all of a sudden you couldn't string a sentence together, and you forgot everything.
I know, he has this effect on me. But someone sent me this clip, and he's like, he's in the White House in a press conference. And he's standing there, and I've seen it, and he goes, "I want to thank you all for coming today. I mean, we're trying to," and he's used the Trump phrase. We're trying to make America great again. And then he went, yeah. Oh, the American dream. The American dream is
Come
greatness.
on, man.
And he just went round in a word salad.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
that's where Kamala got it from.
She is just like really stupid. You know what's interesting with if you watch Biden, and in all seriousness, guys, listen. If you go back and watch Biden and see what he does to little kids, it's really weird. Like, did you see the latest thing? He was biting a kid's foot.
No,
He was just biting a kid's foot, and then he comes up and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" You see him sniffing. You see, he sniffs their hair. It's really weird. And some people are like, "Oh, that's so cute." I'm like, no. If someone did that to my kid, they'd be pulling back either a bloody stump or spitting teeth.
well, do you know what? Yes, I mean, I don't think he has many followers or many people that support him, but it just shows you how many people are broken in your country that still think he's a nice guy. But
Oh, dude, it's one of the biggest lies. And this is the thing I was saying about like making people God, is they'll go, Joe Biden is probably the greatest president of all time, all the way up until the moment where they replaced him, and then all of a sudden he's the worst president. Go, and then all of a sudden this woman who slept away, allegedly to the top, and hasn't got two brain cells to rub together, somehow makes it, and then she is now the greatest thing ever. And by the way, they call her a black woman. She's Indian.
Well, I look forward. This is what I look forward to. January, probably February or March, when we get Harry deported, ends up in Portugal, and he's no security. But what I really want to see is that when the next evil person gets caught, and Donald Trump has to give the speech, he died like a dog. He
Oh
died like
yeah,
a dog. He kicked him when he was down.
dude, that was the greatest thing, wasn't it?
Died like a dog.
Abu Bakr
Most people use
al
dog, not us.
Baghdadi. Yeah,
Not.
no, when he does it, the way he does it, he goes Abu Bakr al Baghdadi. He died like a dog. And he's just like,
You'd think
not
that
like
most
one
people
in
use the door.
Springfield. Not
We
like
went
one
in
in
the
Springfield.
wall.
They eat them in Springfield. And we don't want to have them eat them anymore. We love our dogs. We love our cats. And they're not going to eat them anymore. Not under Trump. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I mean, it really, literally is going to be great. And it's going to be great for everybody. So on that note, I'm going to do a Trevor cult now.
Oh God, here we go.
No, I'm not going to do you. Like, I'm not going to do an impression of you.
I know. No, that's
Like,
not what I was thinking.
That would be weird.
See how I just conceded there? Oh God, here we go.
Oh God. I need to work on my Trevor.
Rusty Roof, Dirty Cellar. He's my old boss used to call me that.
What did he call you?
Rusty Roof, Dirty Cellar. He was my RSM.
I was going to say, that's not a bad description. I'm
John
just saying
Nutt.
it's kind of accurate.
Wow. I'm clean from Monday to Thursday. Oh God. Tomorrow.
Abu Bakr al Baghdadi died like a dog.
Charlie's not allowed to eat tonight.
Why not?
He's getting a colonoscopy tomorrow.
Oh,
I know. Yep. Shitting to the eye of a needle, won't he?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's got to go and have one of those, what are they called?
They're sticking cameras up his rectum and then one up his
I know what it is. I don't need a description. You could have left it at colonoscopy.
But I didn't realise they went up your nose as well for what he's getting done.
Well, that is an endoscopy.
He's getting both done, both ends.
I'm not going to make a comment, but let's hope they don't use the camera phone.
I said to him, he goes, Trevor, I've got to go and drink this liquid tonight. And then I've got to take my last liquid at 11:30. And they're doing this little thing on me tomorrow. I went, wow.
Or he could just go and have a curry and just do that anyway. Have a vindaloo.
He's getting a little checkup, a little MOT. Poor bloke.
It'd be, I'd love, Trev. It'd be really funny. Can you imagine this? Is if he goes in for the endoscopy and colonoscopy, and there you are with your mask on. Hey, Charlie. You'd be like, I'm putting it on my YouTube channel.
No, I nearly got him today, though. I can't talk
That would be funny.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I nearly got him today. I called around today. Thing is, see with Charlie, right? For those that don't know, Charlie is my friend that's a veteran. He's as broken as me. But
Charlie's awesome, man.
When I walk around his house, I have to jump. When I'm walking towards his back, I have to jump in the air just to have a look to see if his curtains are closed. Because he's never out of bed before 12:30, lunchtime in the UK. Never gets up early.
Does he stay up really late? Was he watching the election last night?
He watched part of it, yeah. And then he went to bed, he said. Then he went to bed.
Yeah, listen, there's nothing wrong with talking about having colonoscopies.
I've never had anything up my bum, and it's going to stay like that. It's going to stay like that forever.
This discussion has devolved massively. I'm just
telling you, there's a line you don't cross.
Yeah, listen, Trevor, you've got a Trevor cult. Never had anything up his butt.
No,
needs a colonoscopy. Some people say Trevor's full of shit. I don't. I think Trevor's great. for a ginger.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I mean it's you do need to go, Trevor. Why? This is like our conversations when we don't have like 1,000 people watching us. Like
I didn't know.
these are like the conversations. He's like, oh, am I going live now? Like, yes, you are. You are. This isn't like FaceTime.
I mean, this morning, do you know what? I can't see any numbers. I can just see your face. This reminds me of just like our little WhatsApp chats that we have. But I am because I can't see anything apart from you with massive fucking things on
I know
your.
you like these.
They're nice though, but you come across very because you're wearing that on your head, and I've got nothing. You come across as you're very professional. You're very professional, but I'm not. I'm just sitting there like a mong.
With you're just sitting there without your shirt on, with no pants on. See, look at that. That's professional.
That is, isn't it?
Look at that. Very professional. If you put it like that, it could be on hair.
Yeah.
If you put it on your head, it would be on hair. Do you get it? On hair. See?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, Trevor, after talking about your butt, we're going to call it a day because, again, I came on your show and I've been an hour and a half on this now. And I know that people have things to do.
Nice.
And you don't have anything to do. Don't lie.
No, I don't. No, you're right.
Joking. I'm joking.
No, you're right. I don't. I've got to polish Sebastian's shoes tomorrow for school.
That was a total like squirrel moment there. You're like, I've got
to polish my son's shoes for tomorrow. People have a go at me. He's old enough to do it himself, and I'm like, well, I know he is, but I like to do these little tasks. I get a kick out of it.
You're a guardsman, right? You're like, gonna make it nice and shiny.
Exactly. You know, if you can't beat them, join them. Listen, there's nothing worse than me. In mornings, there's some mornings I would walk. I don't walk my son to the bus stop. He's too old. But there's mornings when I'm going to walk the shop, right?
Yeah.
Get milk, and I'll walk with him. And I see other kids whose shoes are covered in shit, mud and crap.
Dude.
I just think your parents are shit.
What is it? It was drummed into me as a kid to make sure that your shoes are in good nick, like always.
You can never give a first impression a second time.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're a parent and you've got children going to school, don't be lazy. Get them to clean them, or you can check them over. You mean?
Oh, you should see me. I'm like the RSM in the morning. Come on.
Yeah, of course.
Like a gay RSM. Come on. Line up.
Line up. Come on.
Line up. Come on. I'm going to check your shoes. But no, I am not Tim Walls.
But you started off life as a model. So you have that pristine look where you have to look smart.
Yeah, look at this.
You look like Ragnar.
What's that?
He's a Viking.
I do.
Do that again. Oh. Sorry.
Hold on. Ready?
Oh. I've got intrusive thoughts, mate. Sorry.
And you know what? We haven't even been drinking. Well, I haven't anyway. I'm sure you haven't. It's
no,
just,
I have not.
If these people, honestly, if you guys would see, this is like our daily conversation when we call each other. It's so stupid. Like we're such a couple of muppets.
We can't do that because, for those that don't know, let's teach them something.
I can't do it on mine because I'm not on a phone, but you can.
Well, if I'm on WhatsApp and I do this to Matthew, loads of little hearts appear and they shoot out. And
then there was that one there you did that to me the other day and it was like
fireworks. Or when you do that one on WhatsApp to somebody, if you do that on WhatsApp to somebody, thunder comes down across the screen.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the type of shit that we talk about.
And we're very, very easily pleased, aren't we? Very, very easily amused. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to call it a day. Trevor, you're awesome as usual. You guys have got a little insight into the stupidity that we're trying to save the world. Now, really, we're talking about putting the camera up people's bums. But no, I mean, the little snapshot into our daily conversation. Guys, thank you so much for all of you that voted. Thank you for everyone that has gifted memberships and super chatted and all that on both mine and Trevor. I do want to give another shout out to Mr. Trevor Colt because he's the guy that started all this for me.
Oh, thank
you so much, and I'll see you guys on Friday. And remember, you can write it in there. You can write it. What? Now they can write it. They know what I'm talking about. Not all
Hollywood actors are like this.
Day. All right. See you Friday, guys.